What is going on, everybody? This is Aiden, Bandwagon Sports. This video, we're going to be talking about Oregon football, Dan Lanning, the Oregon Ducks. This program is absolutely fantastic. They have done absolutely nothing but get better and better this offseason. They are losing a veteran quarterback this year in Bo Nix. They are losing, I think Troy Franklin's going to the draft, and they're losing some guys on the defensive side of the ball. However, their transfer portal class and their recruiting class has been absolutely insane. Oregon and Dan Lanning have put on an absolute master class this offseason. They started out hot and heavy by signing Oklahoma transfer quarterback, former UCF and Oklahoma quarterback Dillon Gabriel. He's ranked as a 4-star. At the time, he was the number 1 overall player in the class. They signed offensive lineman Matthew Bedford from Indiana. They signed a running back, Jay Harris, from Northwest Missouri State. Don't know where that is, or I know it's in Missouri, but I don't know what school that is. Never heard of that before, but he's a 3-star transfer. They also signed former 5-star plus Dante Moore. I believe he was in the same class as Malachi Nelson. Dante Moore went to UCLA after being one of the top quarterbacks in the class, and he transferred from UCLA and is now on his way to Eugene, Oregon to play and learn behind Dillon Gabriel. I think this is a fantastic move and a fantastic thing for Oregon. I also think it's a fantastic move for Dante Moore himself. Dillon Gabriel is going to lead this Oregon team, and they're going to be a fantastic team next year. And then when Dillon Gabriel enters the draft, Dante Moore can come in after learning and sitting behind Dillon Gabriel. He can come in and learn and be a great player and lead this Oregon team to some well-needed national attention. They've got some guys on defense. Kobe Savage from Kansas State. He's a safety, 4-star UTSA transfer. Cam Alexander. Jamari Caldwell from Houston. He's a defensive lineman. Cornerback Brandon Johnson from Duke. And most recently, and in my opinion, their second best pickup of the offseason, Jabbar Muhammad from Washington. Jabbar Muhammad was crazy good at Washington. He was really an anchor on on their defense last year. By far their best cornerback. He has one more. I think he has one, maybe 2 more seasons of eligibility left. But he's going to be something special, especially in this Oregon team, in this Oregon system under Dan Lanning. And then you guys know I can't forget the most important pickup of the offseason for this Oregon team, Atticus Sampington, kicker from Oregon State. All right, guys. This kid, crazy good, but we all know that's not who I was talking about. I was talking about Evan Stewart, former number 1. I think he was a former number 1 overall receiver. One of the top. He was the number 2 overall receiver. He's the number 8 ranked national player in his class. He was crazy good coming out of high school. He went to Texas A&M after in that big old recruiting class that Jimbo Fisher signed. He was in that class, lots of NIL money, but recently has committed to Oregon to play with Dillon Gabriel and in the future Dante Moore. Kids drawing comparisons to OBJ, those kind of guys. And in my opinion, he reminds me a lot of Garrett Wilson. I mean, I know Garrett Wilson's young, and you don't really compare young people to young people, but I see Garrett Wilson, OBJ a lot in Evan Stewart. But I mean, this Oregon team is just they just keep getting better, and there's nobody. I don't think there's a. I I think this Oregon team will be um. This Oregon team will compete for a national championship next year. I thought they would this year. They ended up not, but they will definitely compete for one next year. Um, but I'm curious. Let me know your guys' thoughts in comments down below. Praise God, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.